The Guatemala national football team is the association football team representing the country of Guatemala and is controlled by the Federación Nacional de Fútbol de Guatemala. Founded in 1919, it affiliated to FIFA in 1946, and it is a member of CONCACAF. The team has made 3 Olympic tournament appearances, competing at the 1968, 1976, and 1988 Olympic Games. Guatemala have never qualified for a finals tournament of the World Cup, although they have reached the final round of qualification on 4 occasions. Guatemala won the 1967 CONCACAF Championship and the 2001 UNCAF Nations Cup. The team's best performance in a CONCACAF Gold Cup was in 1996, when they finished 4th. Guatemala has also obtained a silver medal at the 1983 Pan American Games in Caracas, Venezuela. History: the national team, nicknamed La Azul y Blanco, made its debut in the Independence Centenary Games held in Guatemala City in September 1921, winning their first game 10-1 against Honduras. In the final, Guatemala were defeated 6-0 by Costa Rica. Guatemala entered a World Cup qualification process for the first time in 1958. 1967 CONCACAF Championship. In 1967, Honduras hosted the CONCACAF Championship. Guatemala began the tournament with a 2-1 win against Haiti, followed by a 1-0 win over defending champions Mexico, a 0-0 draw against Honduras, a 2-0 win over Trinidad and Tobago, and a 2-0 win over Nicaragua, being crowned CONCACAF champions for the first time. Ford Manuel Escopetorinos was Guatemala's top scorer with 4 goals, including the game-winning goal against Mexico. Results: 1968 Olympic Games. In 1967, Guatemala showed some major progress by qualifying for the 1968 Olympic tournament in Mexico City. In the first round, they won 1-0 against Czechoslovakia, and 4-1 against Thailand, and lost to Bulgaria 2-1. They went on the next round where they lost to eventual champions Hungary 1-0. 21st century, 2006 FIFA World Cup qualification. In 2006 World Cup qualifying, Guatemala started off well, advancing to the third round by beating Suriname 4-2 in the second round. In the third round they finished second behind Costa Rica in Group B, tying at 10 points each, advancing to the final round. In the fourth round they started off well with a 0-0 draw against Panama and a 5-1 win against Trinidad and Tobago. Then followed a 2-0 loss against United States and Mexico and a 3-2 loss against Costa Rica, and after 3 losses in a row they finally won against Panama 2-1, then lost against Trinidad and Tobago 3-2, tied against United States 0-0 and then lost to Mexico 5-2 once again. Guatemala had 8 points with 1 game left, and a win and a Trinidad and Tobago loss against Mexico would get them to the playoff. They won 3-1 against Costa Rica, but Trinidad and Tobago beat Mexico 2-1, ending one of the best runs in Guatemala football history. They finished in 5th place, 2 points away from a possible World Cup spot. The final match between Mexico and Trinidad and Tobago was a fraud committed by the CONCACAF leadership at the time. 2010 FIFA World Cup qualification. In 2010 World Cup qualifying, they advanced to the third round by defeating St. Lucia 9-1 in the second round. In the third round Guatemala finished in third place with 5 points, thus missing out on the final round. They were once again unable to qualify for the World Cup 2014 World Cup cycle. At the 2011 Copa Centroamericana, formerly known as the UNCAF Nations Cup, Guatemala finished in 5th place, losing to Costa Rica 2-0 and Honduras 3-1. In the 5th place match, they defeated Nicaragua 2-1 to qualify to the 2011 CONCACAF Gold Cup. At the 2011 CONCACAF Gold Cup, Guatemala drew against Honduras 0-0, lost against Jamaica 2-0 and won against Grenada 4-0, advancing to the quarter-finals, where they lost against the reigning champions Mexico 2-1. For the 2014 FIFA World Cup qualification, Guatemala opened qualifying in the second round by sweeping 6 wins in 6 games, advancing to the third round in the same group as USA, Jamaica and Antigua and Barbuda. Guatemala finished third with 10 points behind the USA and Jamaica, losing out on goal difference to the Jamaicans. In January 2013, still led by Ever Almeida, Guatemala participated in the 2013 Copa Centroamericana. The Chapines could only manage 3 draws in their group play, losing out to Belize for direct qualification to the Gold Cup. They faced Panama in the 5th-place match for the final slot in the 2013 Gold Cup and the USA but lost 3-1. Ever Almeida stepped down in favor of technical director Victor Hugo Monza Cubden. Home stadium. The Estadio Nacional Mateo Flores, also known as Coliseo de la Zona 5, is a multi-use national stadium in Guatemala City, the largest in Guatemala. It was built in 1948, to host the Central American and Caribbean Games in 1950, and was renamed after long-distance runner Mateo Flores, winner of the 1952 Boston Marathon. It has a capacity of 26,000 seats. Used mostly for soccer matches, the stadium has hosted the majority of the home matches of the Guatemala national football team throughout its history. Competitive record, FIFA World Cup, CONCACAF Gold Cup record, Copa Centroamericana record, Olympic record, 1896 to 1924, did not enter, 1928 to 1964, did not qualify, 1968, quarterfinals, 6th place, 1972, did not qualify, 1976, round 1, 1980 to 1984, did not qualify, 1988, round 1, 1992 to 2012, did not qualify. Note: football at the Summer Olympics has been an under-23 tournament since the 1992 edition. Schedule and recent results. Key: AAAA a win, AAAA a draw, AAAA a loss. Key: IF equals international friendly, WCQ3 rankings equals FIFA World Cup qualification CONCACAF third round, CACGS equals Copa Centroamericana group stage, CAC5 rankings equals Copa Centroamericana 5th rank. Source: Resoxa FIFA. Players, current squad. The following players were named for the friendly match against Peru on October 14, 2014. Caps and goals updated as October 14, 2014 after the game against Peru. Recent call-ups: the following players have also been called up to the Guatemala squad within the last 12 months. Managers. Honors: CONCACAF Championship, Champions, 1967, Runner-up, 1965, 1969, UNCAF Nations Cup, Champions, 2001, Runner-up, 1995, 1997, 1999, 2003, Third place, 1991, 2005, 2007, CONCACAF Men's Pre-Olympic Tournament, Silver Medal, 1976, 1988, Pan American Games, Silver Medal, 1983, US Cup, Third place, 1999, see also, Liga Nacional de Guatemala, references. External links, Guatemala National Football Federation, guatefutbol.com.